Hello everyone and welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. We got a match for you today. With me is Getawhale, as always. How are you doing, man?
Hello, hi, hey, hi. I'm doing okay. I'm feeling pretty good today. How are you doing on this lovely Monday evening over there in Norway?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, I had to close my window. It's cold. Polar bear walking in the streets. Could be a hazard.
Wow.
Pretty cold, but hey, I got my drinks. I got my chocolate. Just finished the yogurt, so I'm feeling good. And we have a game today.
Yeah, we do have a game. We're going to play on this gravel pit map, and we were just talking about, me and you behind the scenes, how we love this map, and we enjoy gravel pit, because it's a teamwork map, right?
Yeah, and if you don't have teamwork, your team's gonna fall apart, and people will get angry and yell at each other and say it's a bad map, you know.
And polar bears will eat you. And we have, we're playing Stacked and Sookie doing work, so Stacked and SDW, that's a pretty good matchup any season. Do you agree?
Yeah, pretty much. You might see that Lazy Bear is on Sookie or doing work right now. Currently a Merc, and to my knowledge, it's all good. And Sookie doing work. No, not Sookie doing work, but it's all good. Killswitch and it's all good. Did some kind of merge, so there's like a super team called Hentai Brotherhood or something in UGC, which of course we will see more of because they're doing really well. So we're going to cover this match. I'm guessing it will be close. Talked to some of the teammates before the match started, and it seems like both teams haven't really been able to practice as much as they wanted. But it seems like Sookie doing work have gotten slightly more practice and will therefore be able to do reasonably better, I hope, because of more practice. But you never know. Stack's a pretty good team, but so is
They are. They're a very good team. They just barely missed winning Europlat last season. We covered that, and you saw it right here on Blackout Gaming TV. They had a great season. They came second. Sookie, they've had good seasons too for their side. And the rosters are pretty much the same. I mean, there's no huge roster changes. There's a couple additions and little changes here and there, but you know, basically it's the same kind of core roster. You have all the names that you know, right?
Yeah, pretty much familiar faces. Maybe some
nothing changes too much.
It's the same players at heart, you know.
Yeah,
that's what matters.
Yeah, there's a couple aliases. We were talking to some people before the match and saying, you know, we don't know who you are. There was Tracker was using the name Grabbin' Peels, and there was all kinds of fun stuff. So, if we call out someone by a strange name, it's just because that's what they used.
Yep.
Looking at you, demo on Sookie.
Alright, well, it will definitely be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Muse cooks up, because he's a very talented engineer and very rock solid. Like, he is like a tank that has parked in front of your car and kind of hard to move when he first settles down, so we will see. Also, Tracker...
That's a good way to think of it.
Yeah.
Tracker, Tracker, I think I know what you're going to say. This is a sniper's paradise. Was that the words you were going to use?
Well, I was just going to say, you know, Sookie being the spy is probably going to not leave Tracker alone for very long, and he might not be able to do as well as he has been before, but his team is really good at protecting him, and there's some long sight lines on this map, so I guess it is a sniper paradise after all. And,
that's true. Can I ask you, it seems like they might be going live, but let me ask you a question. It's the beginning of the season. The teams aren't probably very burned out yet. They're probably energetic and ready to go and using their imaginations. Are we going to see any strange kind of strategies, do you think, on this map since it's early in the season and people are trying crazy things? Or are we going to see just kind of textbook gravel pit setups here? What do you think? Give me a guess. Give me
Given the information provided to me by the players, what they've said, and that neither team has really had any time to practice, I really doubt we will be seeing anything but the standard. That is just not my guess, because usually if a team has been practicing a lot, they usually have this timing and windows and all these kind of cheesy strategies they can pull off. But if you haven't practiced, you kind of just have to go with standard. So I would be surprised, but not surprised by too much, I guess. Just to not seem like a big dub, like for being wrong, you know, because that's important, not being wrong ever.
Well, maybe they will just go totally crazy, but you're saying it's less like American football or footy or soccer or whatever you want to call it, and more like darts, where it's precision and you just practice one movement over and over and you just try to perfect that. Would that be correct?
Yeah, more or less. It's just,
TF2 is like darts.
There's so many different strategies you can use on this map now, but you know, they might say like, hey, let's try this, and it might actually work. So we will see. Definitely Musa can definitely make that happen, and also the engineer for Sookie can work. So we are going live right now here in UGC Plat.
I'm just, I want to reuse that sentence in future that TF2 is like darts. Confirmed. Confirmed by both of us, it's like darts.
It's like darts, and then we put tiny hats on the darts.
Right.
And then we paint the hats on the darts.
So, I mean, maybe that means that Admirable, you know, being, you know, living on the Emerald Isle, maybe he'll have an advantage of darts, because isn't that like a big sport? Darts really popular over there?
Yeah, especially in public,
this is something John would maybe know.
So we see...
Yeah, we're getting ready for real things.
Musa is setting up, not in the usual spot, which is like right here, but slightly to the left of it, and has a dispenser. No teleporter up as of yet. Both teams running Medigun. And we will see here also one PT, who's that, Jack or something? I don't know. The spy
looks pretty standard so far. I mean, Soldier now taking roof, and he shot himself up. Musa jumped up on the roof and then just promptly jumped back down, but he's got his telly up there.
This is starting to look like a B rush, and this is important for the spy from the stack. Like, he didn't see them go through A. And already Dr. Phil here taking out Nesh already. First pyro going down, so we will have this little E rush here. No B rush, sorry, and Tracker. Oh, actually really out of position here.
Oh, Uber already. Very high to get going here, real quick.
Extremely aggressive. I like this play here, just going at it full stop, and both soldiers kill each other on the roof there. Guess they're just as good, just both die, and let's see here. Capture time starting here very slightly. Scout is just on, just teasing it, you know. Not,
my goodness. Muffin's still up here, but just kind of taking his corner. If anyone moved in on Muffins, he could easily go down.
Tracker here, taking out the other sniper, Nesh. Taking out Lazy Bear, of course, from It's All Good, is now on the roster for Sookie didn't work, by the way. He's not number.
Yes. Demo taking roof here now, so Demo jumps up, and he's going to see what he can do. 19 health, though. The Ubers are pretty much equal.
Yeah.
We had equal pops, and now there's a cap going on at A. There's three people at A.
I really like this play coming out of Sookie doing work, just high aggression from the beginning on, and they're still holding on. They're a little low in numbers, bit out of position, and it looks like, yeah, they're just going to go back and try and cap A and go for another pusher. But definitely not a bad idea. Just go at it full force. And they could potentially have gotten Tracker if he was spotted earlier. Also Tracker, oh, he sees the heavy and the medic. Lands a headshot on the heavy escapes, so...
The A cap's going to go down. We have the engineer and the scout. They are the ones at A, and so they're going to come through probably through C, I'm guessing. No, scout now coming through tunnels, so everyone's going to... Oh, no, right
Look at this
spawn,
heavy, just teasing Tracker right now. He's just wearing the Fist of Steel plus overheal equals you will never be able to kill him with headshots. He's like a rock.
Sookie's coming now. They're going to have their full 9 coming in, so we're going to have an exchange here again. Oh, big pick there. Muffins, we're not going to have an exchange as Muffins goes down. So rip Muffins, now goes the heavy as well.
Very well played there by Dr. Phil. Little zap coming in here from Sookie, but it's not going to be enough. Soldier bombing in. Oh, actually gets Tracker, but it might just be a little too late here. But did get a force off, which is
only
nice.
3 up on Sookie, and so we're going to call that push done as down goes Nash and Quell as well. So
they
kind
did
of a
get Tracker, and they did get the Uber Force. So the question is, are they going to stop the reinforcements? You know, basically Tracker, because he's basically a pain to deal with. So I think they will do something. Freaky also respawning, going by himself. Actually runs into this mini-sentry engineer, takes him out, and with a little help from a health pack.
Right in.
The soldier actually doesn't know that Freaky was in there. He could potentially get the Freaky for free here, except not. He's going to go for the bomb in on the medic and gets Musa and the medic. Actually, that was Limp going down there with some help from Pidux.
Pidux just kind of leaked in. I'm really surprised that Sookie actually just leaked a couple players, but especially Pidux, who just came in with no medic at all. Just as a heavy, you can't run solo. Oh, and big shot there, taking Nesh down. So Tracker,
so we have
you were talking
Sookie
about.
Here in the corner. Oh, actually, he uncloaked right next to Dr. Phil, and he took him out pretty swiftly here. But there is no static defense up, no sentry, just a teleporter to the roof, which I really feel the heavy should be taking more advantage of, because the heavy on the roof will really shut down any bombers.
Uber's coming in now on the point, so here comes Muffins now with Uber, flashing it around. And Soldier's up above as well, so we have upstairs now Limp, still alive, both soldiers above. The telly is still up though for, oh no, the telly goes down.
Well,
so this might be what they were looking for.
Here, but they still have to cap this, and they could spread themselves thin or just death ball Stack on the point.
Stack is falling out. No, Stack is falling out. They're smart enough to get out.
So yeah, this is Spy here. It's not going to be able to do too much with the Pyro watching. So Stack here, falling back to the C point. ×6 on the point for Sookie doing work. So let's see if they can get the position they want. It's a big Uber advantage for Muffins, by the way. Would not be surprised seeing any suicide bombs for both the medic and for both the soldier and the demo. Sorry.
Yeah, I would not be surprised either, but I think that Stacked has had a little bit of time here now that they have a bit of a defense set that they want. It's not like they're scrambling to get to C. Not an ironclad defense, but they're there. They're not going to be caught off guard here.
So Muffins here with the full Uber with her heavy, actually, and not in the best of spots, actually. Kind of just scattered a bit around, kind of disconnected. Let's take a look at the demo. Yeah, the demo is Nederviadir. He is going to be moving up here. Yeah, joining the combo, but the Spy is in the corner, and you will see everything.
So a little bit of a couple little soldier picks here. Yuffie roaming around. What do you got?
Yeah, Medic actually flashes the Spy there. Bit of a risky move there. Oh, I like how the demo's just going up to the point here to try and get some points, get some time on it. Laserbird joining up, but is getting taken out by Freaky.
Yeah, the demo had to fall back, and I feel bad for the combo of Sookie, actually. The heavy and med, they had to fall out, and actually they went down. Couldn't get anywhere, so they popped that Uber and then just kind of gave up on it. It was a nice try, though, by the demo getting up there, but nothing doing on this C point, so we're going to reset. And about a 40% Uber advantage now for Admirable.
So I'm watching Sookie right now. Oh, that soldier actually jumped into him, and he's 15 health, and he has to retreat. Did not get spotted, though. He did get away, but they do know he's here. Interesting sentry placement, though, with the teleporter in the back. He's going to do, like, the crazy jump you can do, where you get yourself stuck in the teleporter, and you can just jump across the map. It'll be interesting to see. Really doubt that, though. It is an exit, however.
The Spy is just sitting there waiting.
Yeah, he doesn't really have an opening. He's going to try and go for something. Oh, Nesh here with the counter snipe on Tracker. That's going to give him a lot of room. Going to go on the Nesh cam here. Oh, gets the scout as well, and he has nice shots on the sentry, in fact.
You look at Nesh here. Nesh is just kind of hanging out, but finally now jumping in is the soldier.
The sentry was really weak, but he did get down to a little health there, but he didn't have any teammates to back it up there and use that.
Spies on Spire, Blue Spire. Oh, did you catch that? Sookie took out Admirable.
Yeah,
Admirable was up there, and he's still up there. Sookie's just hanging out, and he's still alive. Spyro knows he's around, and now he's on the edgy stuff. I think this is time that Sookie is just going to send the whole crew upstairs. Heavy going up now.
You get taken out.
3 up, though. A bloodbath on the Spire. Soldiers there. Demo there now as well. And the Heavy's going to come up and challenge this Demo, but he won't get there in time.
Yeah.
And that's
6 minutes and 59 seconds. So, we're going to be honest with you. We got some new tech we have, so we're going to try that out. Let me see if you can bring up the stats for the last round there. Just take a look at the damage done here, because we have... nope, does not seem to be working as of right now.
Let's try again.
No stats available. But hey, you can show them the social button. That thing works. We know for sure.
1 sec. I'm still no stats available. Social media links.
Yay!
There,
go.
Yay!
It works.
And
just
now hide
whenever we're not
them.
live. Okay, so teams have been switched. Currently 6 minutes and 59 seconds. Not the worst of times. It is certainly okay. I really like what they did in the beginning there.
Not the worst. What part of what they did at the beginning did you like? Just the B rush?
Yeah, I like that they just... Usually some teams like to start a bit slow and just kind of inch their way forward. But they were like full force, full Uber, and that kind of aggression can be really rewarding. Like if like they were already taken off guard, their tracker was really out of position. So we have a nice little sticky trap here. It looks like Stack is going to do the same actually. We have a Spy here looks for oh, Sookie here. He's gonna watch and see the other Spy maybe.
The control point is being contested.
Hard to watch everything at one time on this gravel pit map, isn't it? It's very large. We have the Demo holding down this entrance here to B. The A-Cap's going down with 4 people. Tracker is just kind of in short tunnel trying to pick whatever he can out, but he had to back up a little bit.
So So as long as you don't peek, you won't really get shot. So Lazy Bear here on the roof. Lazy Bear also on the roof. Oh, we're gonna have a little battle close to the roof here. Lazy Bear going in, hugging the demo, taking him out with a little help from the sentry. Takes out the soldier for good measure.
Yeffy and Dr. Phil down, yeah, so that's a lot of gunner power down for the SAC team already. They want to have their demo.
You don't usually see on Gravel Pit. You don't really see... Oh! Lazy Bear go in and just gets Tracker, and I think Tracker will be in a lot of trouble here because Lazy Bear is definitely going to focus him down every time he steps out. Because Lazy Bear, he... probably one of the best Highlander scouts there is.
Yeah, Stat has their demo and their soldier back, so I think they're going to be going in. Looks like they're going to cycle around now. Maybe go tunnel, perhaps, through A?
Or just go the standard route. Looks like they're going to go... Well, Yuffie is going to go the other way, so they're splitting up, having their combo with them. Tracker as well with the Razorback. No Girardi or SMG there, so that's going to limit some damage potential here. He does see Lazy Bear here, who spots this along with Sookie, so they're going to know exactly what's up. And a little pause here.
That was bizarre. A little brief pause. Yeah, so sending through door 1 and 2 here. You know, kind of smart by Stack just to cycle around, try to catch him off guard and adapt, but it looks like Sookie's going to be ready for it.
Alright, so in the meantime we can take a look at scores. You can see that, well, who dropped? It was the Spot the Missing Class on Stacked.
Who's the Spy on Stacked?
Spy, yes. So, yeah, looking at the scores here, both scouts stop fragging on their team because Gravel Pit is kind of a more scout-friendly map, a lot of more flanking capabilities there. Pidox is doing fairly well for himself compared to Freaky, however, Dr. Phil is there as well. We don't see the Spy for a stacked score, though. We can see that the frags are actually in very even, actually. Very even.
GBS, one thing that surprises me so far for this half as opposed to the last half is we haven't seen either of the Ubers yet. We're still sitting on the first Ubers, and what is kind of significant about that is it kind of makes the jobs of the soldiers and demos kind of boring because there have been no suicides, so there's not really much for them to do until the first Ubers get popped, and so everyone just kind of waiting now, but we're about to have the first exchange. Last round we just saw the Ubers popped right away, and so it kind of breaks down then a little bit, but really long time here to wait on the first Ubers of the round.
Apparently there were some bugs with other players being invisible for other players, so technical difficulties there with the source engine.
Not the spies, was it? Maybe the spies were invisible.
The spies were invisible when they
That's by design, I think.
Yeah.
That's a feature. Well, here we go.
Pause. Yeah, what I really liked about, Muffin's early push there from Sookie doing work is that they got an Uber exchange and then they just pushed again. Because, it equal. Like, we have an Uber, you have an Uber, now nobody has an Uber kind of engagement. And that's a shift I hope to see in strategy a lot in Highlander, because going with only Uber advantage is going to be really hard, because medics are really good at keeping their Uber and staying alive, so you can't really count on, pick classes to get the pick anymore.
Yes, and if people aren't familiar, if you've never watched comp, be aware the HUD will be very weird for the next little bit after a pause. Pauses make everything go weird. Call Valve and complain, 1-800-VALVE, but we still have this hold going on. The B point has not been capped yet, and the whole NG nest pretty much still up at B.
Yeah, and
so no
right
dent
now,
out of it yet.
Yeah, right now, all, Sookie doing work has to do is just wait. And Stacked here only being 8 players as well. Oh, that's C. So, I don't know. Technical difficulties.
I don't know.
Oh, look at there. Neither Vidivit actually gets, he did get force package responder. Takes on Musa. Sentry's still up, though. Somebody is on the point. That is a Pyro. There's Beep.
I'm not sure what I think about the heavies doing their own solo thing on this map. Speaking as someone who's played heavy in competitive, you can't really do that. You're not going to win a lot of 1-on-2 matchups when you're a heavy, especially on a big, wide-open map. And I've seen it a couple times now from each of the heavies. Certainly 2 skilled heavies. Everyone here playing is real good, but I don't know. Maybe not everyone likes Gravel Pit. They just kind of,
I don't like Gravel Pit. I'm just going to go over here by myself.
Well, I mean, I think that Gravel Pit is a love it or hate it map, and I think that some people really hate it and they don't like to play this map.
So here we go. Looks like stacked here. Of course, being 9 players, the HUD is currently not up to date. We will get the show. Oh, speaking of the devil, now it's up to date. We see the Uber advantages.
About
Slight advantage
15%.
for stacked right now. They are holding, and Stack just doesn't seem to be able to push this just yet. I bet they're going to wait to get an Uber, but where is their heavy? Where is Freaky? Freaky is slowly joining up, and he's running the gloves of running urgently as well.
Are we going to have an exchange here in the next few seconds? Yeah, real early pop coming out of Stacked, and they're going to try to do some long-distance damage, keeping it on the heavy the whole way, and now retreating. They have a scout behind them. It's Lazy Bear. Who else? Who else but Lazy Bear?
Did get taken out by the engineer off camera though, and we're still having this engagement here, and it looks like Stacked is going to be able to...
Admirable's in trouble.
Oh!
Admirable on fire and getting butter knifed a little bit, but he stays up miraculously. Over 100 health now. He grabbed some, and they are going to try to stay in. I think
Dr.
they know
Filler
they
in
need
a
to.
very good spot.
They've got to cap this real soon.
Yeah, he gets some crucial
Soldier
stickies
takes
off there.
through.
Fortunately, not going to be enough. The sentry stays up here, and Sookie didn't work defending. This in time is taken away, and I bet Stack is feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah, GPS, the whole nest stayed up, not only the gun, and so we still have everything here and just a really solid B defense. Not sure if Stack is going to be able to crack this, but certainly hasn't been for lack of trying.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get the proper engagement they want off, but maybe just going for a standard B push is what they're going to do, and they kind of just have to go with it right now because they're running out of options. It looks like they're going to come here. Tracker is still on the Razorback.
I think some of the flanking classes and Stacked are trying to just run into the point, that building, take advantage of the fact that the gun can't shoot, you know, the entire inside of the building.
Yeah.
The control point is being captured.
Heavy's going to make his way up now as well. Going to see what he can do. That's Freaky.
I have the engineer here for Sookie doing work. Foxy just repairing that gun. It's going to be very hard. Oh! Nice takedown of the gun and stuff.
Yeah, and not much they can do. I mean, Admirable's a smart medic, and he knows that he's at a disadvantage, and the red Uber was popped up above.
Yeah, all Admirable has to do now is just to survive, and they will have a big Uber advantage, but they really don't have the numbers. It's only, where's Freaky?
Oh, Lazy Bear is on the prowl.
It's Admirable
Lazy
left
Bear going
with
to come in
his
and make a
sniper.
play. Lazy Bear in, and the spy on him too. Admirable going down. Admirable, come back.
80%. That is unfortunate. And now
Come back,
I guess,
Admirable. We miss you.
Sookie doing work has kind of sealed the deal as of right now.
Certainly does seem at this point that we can call it, which is unfortunate for Stacked. Nice snipe there. Sookie getting some snipes with his ambi. It's a pretty good ambassador map if you're a spy. Kind of a bit of a playground for them as well.
Yeah. I'm just being told by a little birdie in my ear that the Sookie doing work demo is actually top damaging with a massive 2,435 damage so far, while his Pidux only at 1,000. So a huge damage dealing difference there between the two demos.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, that was the heavy, excuse me. But yeah. So yeah, first round goes to Sookie doing work.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that there was kind of some technical stuff in the middle there, but we'll call that a round.
Yep. Unfortunately, the stat will not work here because we are fixing it for Highlander, so it will be buggy for a little bit, but we will get it working pretty soon.
One of these days. And so, you know, I really feel bad. I feel like it's hard to even comment on that because when you're down players and people are going invisible and whatnot, it's a pretty big disadvantage and there's not much you can do about it. But, you know, maybe Stack just trying to forget about that one. And there's certainly a capable team that can, you know, we've seen real good times by them on this map. I don't think they all hate it. I think Stack likes this one because they're a team and they like teamwork and they, you know, they like to cooperate and group hug and have drum circles, drink tea.
I'm looking at the graphs right now for the stats here, and
Thanks, mate.
Tracker was actually very low there the last round, while as the demo man for Sookie work was like over 4,500. So yeah, I guess Tracker being effectively shut down there by flanking classes and being denied, and that's kind of how it goes, you know. It doesn't matter how good you are as a sniper, if the other team doesn't want you sniping, and on a map like this it's a lot easier to shut down the sniper than on other maps, then that's going to happen. So I think there's some re-strategizing going on right now with Stacked, probably going to rework their strategy. Would not be surprised to see Razorback switch with SMG or Girardi, because they're simply not doing enough damage, so that will definitely help. Like, even if you don't kill anyone with a Girardi, you still force them to be a bit more passive, and if you can force the enemy to be passive, you can be more aggressive and take more ground and gain a more, you know, positional advantage than if you didn't.
It seems like they are changing servers, GPS, because they're having issues, and so they're changing the servers, and so we have a little bit of time to talk about it. One thing I wanted to say was that I think both of these teams know that the snipers are very skilled, and so you almost wonder, are they specifically targeting the snipers? In other words, are they maybe giving the snipers too much attention? What do you think?
Well, it's
because, I mean, everyone knows this is a big sniper map, and everyone knows that that's what you're looking out for, is for your head to not be blown up, and so maybe they're shutting them down because that was sort of a premeditated thing by each team.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, right now, you know, the Highlander scene in general is very much, you know, sniper meta. I feel like the way you play sniper is a lot easier to get into than the way you play soldier or demo in a Highlander setting. So, like, just because of, like, the time and how long, you know, this game mode has been out and people have been playing it, it's, like, easier for snipers to do a lot better than other classes because it's a shorter, like, it's still a learning curve, but it's a lot shorter. Like, you finish and graduate a lot quicker than the rest. It's like a bachelor compared to a PhD, kind of, I guess.
Well, you know, what I always say is that TF2 is like darts, and, you know, it's like darts. That's all. That's it.
Yeah, TF2 is like darts, you know.
Yeah.
Huntsman is kind of like
my mom
darts.
always used to say that to me when I was young. You know, Mike, that's my name, by the way. TF2, it's a lot like darts. TF2, of course, was out when I was born. It's just been out for so long, it's really hard to track how long it's been away. Both of these teams are 1-0. That's a thing. They're both undefeated.
So far, well, how many maps they played? Like 2? 1?
One
map. Both teams are undefeated champions. They've only played one map each.
Yeah, neither of these teams have lost a match, and so that's certainly something.
Yeah.
So perhaps they've been practicing their darts for several weeks.
Well, they did have some technical problems. I'm not sure if you can, like, blame everything on that, but of course, players being invisible other than the spy can be pretty hard to deal with, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, if the players that were invisible was the spy, I'd have to wonder about who the players
apparently
were.
It was unlike the Soryx, which was the scout, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the game was unplayable for him, so they were without a scout, and you know.
Yeah.
If you don't have a scout to contest Lazy Bear, you're gonna do pretty poorly. So we can blame it on that, you know, point some fingers and say, like, that's the reason.
Point our darts. One, I just find it hilarious to think of somebody being in competitive Platinum Division and being like, whoa, that player's invisible, and it's the spy. I don't know, that's just funny to me.
Yep.
So bear with us, people. Thank you for tuning in here on Blackout Gaming TV. We are switching servers right now, as we say, because there was a problem with the server we were on. So the match is still on. It's paused for the next minute or two as we just change over on servers, so just stick with us, and we'll be bringing you the thrilling conclusion to this here on Gravel Pit.
I think you can push the social media button again.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's hit the social media button. 1 second here, just a moment.
Oh yeah, that's all the social media you will ever need.
So check us out on YouTube at Blackout Casting, Steam at Black_out_gaming. I'm not going to do that voice for long because I think it gets annoying.
Yeah, it was annoying from the first word, yeah.
Annoying for you, even. Let's see. Do we have... Yeah, let's get on this new server here. Want to congratulate you, GPS, who won the #1 top favorite caster of the year for Highlander in ETF2L in the awards show yesterday. Congrats.
Pulling a little air horn there to celebrate.
Yeah, a little bit. You might have caught that here
thanks
on
everybody
Blackout.
who voted for me, by the way. Of course, I think it's a bit silly to vote for single casters when you know it's a team fortress and it's a team effort to do casting. So I think we're both winners. You know, 1 and 2. We should be sharing this little prize we get. Which
well, I'm too humbled. What I think they should have is like, what if they had like the best caster sniper, best caster heavy, best scout caster, like one of every class. That would be a lot more fair, I think.
I think we'd need more.
You'd have to have 9. And we need to hire more casters.
So I am currently on the server right now.
Yeah, we are switching over. So thanks, guys, for sticking with us, by the way. We're going to be picking it up. Sookie is currently up 1-0. If you're not familiar with how we play in UGC, it's best of 3, and so if Sookie can take this second one in a row, that's going to be it. And if not, it will force a third sudden death round.
Yeah, and of course pressure is on Stacked right now. They're down around, so we will see how this plays out.
We will. We have no choice but to see. Or listen. Maybe you're just listening to us on the radio, and thank you for tuning in on Blackout Gaming Radio, which is still up. I don't know why.
I mean, if you close your eyes,
100 years
radio instantly.
Right. I mean, maybe some people are doing their chores and they just have this on in the background. You know, maybe they're, mopping the floor in their house or something.
Yeah. Or maybe they do like I do, listen to casts while we play TF2 so you get double the sounds. So it sounds like spiders and bombs are everywhere.
Yeah, so we are on the new server, and we're just waiting now. We are ready. They're 9v9, so we should be starting any second. And I think that, if I'm on the Stack team, I'm just going to treat this like a brand new thing. I'm going to imagine that we're just starting, it's fresh, we're going to go out and we're going to take this first round. I'm going to say Stack will take this one. What do you think? This next round, at least.
Yeah, I'm hoping they will as well, because, you can always blame technical issues as much as you want, so they were only 8 for a short period of time, and 8 versus 9, it's pretty hard, especially when you're this even, so hopefully things will work out in their favor. Hope they change strategies around, and maybe being able to see like what is the backbone of Sookie Doing Work's defense, because it kind of seemed like they did some pushing and without really knowing what to do and what to focus on, and then kind of had to back out before the Uber was over. So one thing I always hope for is seeing less dependency on Uber, because like if you depend your entire push on one single Uber, and it's like, oh yeah, backstab, and then the attack isn't happening. It's like you should count on it more like a bonus kind of thing. It's like, oh, we have Uber, well, yeah, let's go. So
yeah, I mean, the typical strategy, having played a Highlander on this map, the typical sort of knowledge and strategy is if you're at an Uber disadvantage, what the medics tend to do is stay in to spawn, and you take your soldier and you take your demo, and you send them in for bombs. And actually, you can send other classes too. You send those classes in for picks to try to kill the opposing medic so that you can get advantage. Because your respawns are so fast, you can afford to send your demo and your soldier in for at least one bomb. And I know that these teams know this, they're top-level teams, but I think you nailed it. We just haven't seen that too much so far. We've seen a lot of dependence on Uber, and we haven't seen very much dry pushing.
Like, what you say is, like, very common, but the thing is, like, that takes a lot of time, and it's like waiting and stuff. But it looks like we are going live here. Stacked in the blue, Sookie Doing Work in the red. Stacked's going to set the capture time here, so hopefully things will go better for them. Tracker not on anything else but the Razorback, which is unfortunate. I would like to see him go for something that will aid his team a bit better, because he wasn't able to do so much the last round, but maybe he will change that around. Maybe it was just a warm-up round for all we know.
Maybe. We can treat it like that.
Yeah. So, Sentry, fairly standard spot. I guess it's pretty much the same as the last one. I guess the previous meta was the Sentries here, and now it's moved like a couple of meters to the left. Okay. So let's take a look and see where Sookie is hanging out. He is currently
doing work.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see if I can find him.
Sorry, I'll show myself out.
Oh, he's using the AppSap as well. Okay, so he's just hanging out in the tunnel, so he's not really going to pay attention to who goes A. And they have the demo man here as well with some neatly placed sticky bombs. And are they actually going to rush? Oh!
Is it going to be a B
gets
rush?
the kill on the spy immediately.
Already? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, it just ran out there, so that was a very sneaky little trap there. And
it
it seems like because of that casualty, they're actually stalling a bit, so I guess that bombed them actually a few seconds there.
Control point is being contested.
So
yeah, so we've got our little A cap going down.
Sorik's here on the A point here with his engineer.
Sookie just hanging out in the tunnel, and so if anyone comes out through short tunnel, they better watch out, especially if your name is admirable. A beep goes down, yeah.
Tracker takes out the soldier. That means bombing advantage.
They're all going to come short tunnel. Sookie's going to have his pick of the litter here a little bit. No, he came out too early.
And so, oh!
Telegraphed it.
Actually got Quell there.
Nesh with another nice headshot. Nesh, the sniper for Sookie doing work, has been doing fantastic.
Well, they are coming on the left-hand side. I don't think anyone spotted this. Wait, I think Sookie has spotted this pretty soon. Yeah,
Spy's there, yeah,
he's
they've got
spotted it. They know exactly what's going on right now. They had a small little momentum here where they could actually surprise flank. They have a sniper here. Gets taken out by Tracker. So he tries to strafe away.
Jeez, that might be time to go. With
Yeah,
Nesh
they need
down,
to go
you have a
now.
lot of room.
They are still
And the
waiting.
Spy down now, too. I mean, all they've lost is the Spy. And the Demo's down on Sookie as well. It is time. Come on in, Stack.
Waiting to get the proper positioning here. Sentry is gone, and yeah, stacked here. Very
And they didn't pop. Admirable still has Uber. Admirable. Just run around with it.
This is looking very good for Stack now. They're working a lot more like a unit, and they have proper positioning here. Sticking
Uber's
together.
off in house, but it's not doing anything at all. They're just all behind rock right now and stacked in good position.
Well, Muffins died pretty late there, and yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty early cap here for Stacked if they're able to...
Admirable still has Uber in their cap and B. Admirable's going to be able to walk in with Uber.
Yeah, they didn't even need Uber to break this. They just had an excellent positioning there and striking at the right time, getting the proper picks there.
And there's 3 up on Sookie. This is going to be a real quick finish, looks like.
So it seems the strategizing has been done, and it's paying off.
Sookie getting to respawn, so it's not going to be a total wash at last, but the Uber comes in now in the third, and they're just going to pop up there. Demo's up, Pyro, Soldier up.
This is going to be a quick time, man, unless Sookie can pull this off. Pyro on the point herald. There's a lot of pressure on this Pyro. Oh, it actually blasted down.
Point caps so fast. That is a quick point, and that is real quick. 219. Wow. 219.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Takes longer
And
than
we
that
have
for me
stats,
to
by the
launch
way.
TF2.
Stats are working.
Oh, they're working now?
Yep. Dr. Phil here. Look at all his numbers, man.
Look at the numbers.
Dr. Phil here, of course, being the demo.
Dr. Phil being, of course, the foremost psychologist in the world.
Yeah. The teams were switched. I was like resting on the reading the wrong list. Yeah, teams have been switched. So yeah, this is gonna be a really hard time for Sookie doing work to beat here.
How do you beat 219? B rush right off the top. Would you say, or do you think you go to A, or do you think you split push it?
Well, like if I were to tell you, like, yeah, Stack did this so they could push B without Uber, I would not be able to see like what exactly they did. It just seemed to have the right classes at the right timing, the perfect timing to just break the enemies apart here. So let's see what happens. So we have the spot.
Break them apart, Sookie. Break them apart like darts.
Yeah, like darts. You're watching the tracker cam. Spots the spy.
And so Stacked have a couple here defending. They have their scout hanging out around Zorex here at A point, trying to shut down the cap, but I don't think that's going to work.
Uber, very
So
early
A's going to be
coming
a wash.
in.
Yeah,
Time
wow.
zap, Sentry is gone. That was
wow, nice work. And they have to capitalize on this. They want to start capping both at once if they can.
Yep, they want to do that. Oh, Sorex here taking out Nesh, sneaking around the back here. Very, very sneaky scout.
Limp takes the roof, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Both points getting capped at once. Heavy
They
still
did
up,
lose their demo man, though. It's up to the soldier here now. Or Limp here is to... Oh! Huge opportunity to take out the medic here. Goes in one...
Get the medic! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Oh! Ah!
Get him, Jukes! Oh my god!
Give Admirable a
Admirable
pogo stick, because
juking.
that was some amazing jumping, and man...
Juking and jiving, I don't know how Admirable stayed alive. That's
I have no
out of this
idea.
world.
It was excellent dodging there. Like, if you want to know how to get good at dodging, just look at that. Oh, bit of misprioritization here by Lazybear, trying to go for the heavy instead of the medic. Limp
My
here.
blood
cracking
pressure, GPS. My
Yeah.
blood pressure's through the roof.
So Limpar coming in once again. Maybe he can redeem himself.
Oh man, and so still holding on here. Plenty of players up for Stacked. Lots down for Sookie doing work. 45 seconds remaining.
Really unfortunate.
And what looked so good, it looked fantastic for Sookie until it just kind of broke down.
They had some great positioning there. Oh, Lazybear actually taking out the heavy and staying alive there. That's an excellent pick there. But is there enough time? That is the question. This time is ticking away, and they need to capture these points here.
Well, we discussed the C point is a quick cap, but the B point is not. If they stack it, it still will probably be too slow, and here we have a bit of work being done by Stack, but I don't think it's possible. Too much of a defense up. 10 seconds to go.
fairly quick time here coming out of stacked, so very decisive round there.
Yeah, so if we have to hand out the MVP award of a round, do we give it to Admirable there for his jukes and drives?
Yeah, nobody survives that kind of bomb with ease. So let's see if we can still get those stats going for the last round here, if we can bring those up. And we can take a look. Yeah, Dr. Phil doing fairly well here for himself. Freaky with almost most damage done there. So yeah, Lazy Bear though, doing fairly well for his team as a scout there.
So yeah, we're gonna go to a third deciding round on everybody's favorite map in the world. Or no, we're not, sorry. Or we're, yeah, I'm confused. Sorry, my brain doesn't work.
So yeah, I'm just baffled by... I thought Limp was going to get Admirable for sure. But he...
I really thought that Sookie was going to pull that off. It looked so fantastically good for them.
He was wearing the gunboats though. If he'd had the shotguns, he could have taken him out no problem. Here you see like unlocks actually mattering in some situations. Because it's not always easy to hit the rockets. Because I think Limp didn't want to kill himself. I think he could. But yeah.
Well, I mean, when Limp took the roof and there was caps going down at A and B at the same time, I mean, I thought for sure the Sookie would pull those off and really make a rush for the C point. But, you know, like we saw, unfortunately, that did not happen.
Heard one team ready up. Probably be seeing the other team readying up pretty soon.
Yes.
So I guess you could blame it on Sorix not being able to see properly on the first map. But maybe that was just... I'm guessing that was like warm-up round, because it seemed like they got their team synergy a lot better. They were able to coordinate attacks a lot better than they did the first round, so very well played by Stack there, and maybe let's see if Sookie Doing Work is able to react to this and do something about this.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest factor there is you have to look at the 219 time and wonder, you know, what caused the 219. I mean, you can't say anything about the last round at all. I don't know if I've ever seen any team at any level of Highlander beat 219 on this map, or sixes for that matter.
I think timing is probably the key factor here, especially on this map. Like, the timing that Stack got when they got the fast round, because of the order they got the kills, like Muffins died so late. Like Muffins was actually trying to escape out of B point when they were capping it, and she was like, I think she was one of the last people to die before they went on to C. No, that's really unfortunate. So now we have Stacked here in the blue. Gonna be attacking first here.
Yeah, and this is the decider. Thanks for joining us, guys, here on Blackout Gaming TV. I am Getawhale, and he is GPS, and it's a the overtime, the golden cap, the whatever you want to call it.
Did I say that Stack was in the blue? Just kidding. They're now red.
Ah, they threw you for a loop. So we just saw a 219 time, as we were discussing. If you're just joining us, put up by the Stacked team, showing maybe why they came second last season in Europlat. And almost won it all. But Sookie been playing fantastic here as well, and Sookie could have just very easily pulled that off themselves. They were very close. One PT now trying to pull off his little sneaky thing. He gets up with his little jump there.
We also have Dr. Phil here with some creative sticky traps. I think I've seen this too often. They're like on the left-hand side of the B door out of spawn. So let's take a look at the engineer, Musa, who does really, really well. Sentry up. Standard position we see in this all game, no roof shenanigans. So what I want to see if he gets anyone with the sticky trap, that's what I want to see. Oh my god. I get spotted.
No.
They're actually just standing below them. Oh, no detonation. Oh!
No idea, no idea. Doesn't work.
Should have probably put a few extra stickies there.
Yeah, 0 deaths, so that's unfortunate.
Sorix, they're actually stalling the A-cap a little bit, taking out the engineer.
So right away, we have almost a carbon copy of our first round with the Ubers popped immediately.
The sentry is gone. Lazy Bear goes down.
Dr. Phil is down for Stack. That's their demo, but almost everyone now down. Lots down all over the board. 5 up, 4 up. Oh,
wow! Sookie here faking it so well. Like they thought, like the heavy literally looked at him and he just stood there and it's like really convincing. Whoops, excuse me there.
Sookie gonna win an Oscar, I think, for the acting there a little bit. We have now, we have 3 up and Muffins is chilling out here with her soldier and we have a little beat cap going on, but are they gonna be able to get it in time? Probably not.
Tracker right now. He's taking
Respawns are in.
Might get a shot on the medic here. Oh, the medic is so low.
Muffin's real smart to back out. Yeah, it's that beat point does take quite a long time to cap, and respawns quite obviously. Oh, down goes Muffins! Tracker on a 4K kill streak and takes out the medic Muffins, and now we're back to neither medic holding on to Uber.
Yep.
So, admirable, and actually both medics going to spawn at exactly the same time, but the A cap's going to go down.
Yeah.
Minute 34.
And it looks like Stack are going to be able to at least hold this B point. Level 2 sentry up. No, the dispenser is on the high ground. So it looks like they are going to be able to commit to this somewhat. But Sookie doing work here, coming around on the A side. It has been spotted by the spy though. Has also been spotted. He is down.
And if we continue to play the Uber game as we have over and over, the advantage is only very slight now. It is 5% and shrinking for Sookie doing work, and it's going to be just about equal by the time we get there.
Yeah. So I'm just watching around, seeing what players are doing. It does not seem that Stacked is acting too much out, that most of Sookie doing work's team is actually coming from this flank area here. I think they have been spotted. Yep, now they have been spotted and they know exactly
real
what's
early.
Up. Yeah.
They're really telegraphing that push, weren't they? At 60%?
Perhaps. So we will
Maybe that was their plan. They were trying to show it.
Yeah.
They're going to come out their door now. They're looking one door, as it's numbered commonly. Stacked has it. Are they going to come in with it? Doubtful. They're going to hold on.
Battle here on the side. Doesn't matter too much. Oh yeah, Tracker takes on Nish, having a full overheal. Having that advantage, and yeah.
Demo's here, Pyro's here, time to go.
Go here, getting some nice bombs. Zap going off, his gun is down, taking it out for a second
right
time.
away. And they're just going to charge into the B point. I think they just want to hurry this up and get this over with, but a lot of bodies in there for Stacked as well. Pyro doing a lot of work, actually. B picked out a kill there and stays up. Both medics are still alive as well, which is surprising. And if you look up on the roof, we've got the soldier up there, Yuffie, who's going to kind of rain down as well still. And so, nice little defense by Stacked. Some people saying Stacked doesn't know how to defend, but it looks like they do know.
Oh, yeah. Guess they do. Or maybe Sookie doing work doesn't know how to attack, you know, it's always that. Or maybe they both do, and they're just, Stack's just really good at defending here. Nesh being pressured by the scouts and tries to go for the snipe on Tracker. Not gonna happen. Tracker takes him out once again, and Tracker here. He's in a really good spot here, and the soldier doesn't jump and actually runs forward and gets taken out. Not the best idea.
Stacked is going to have their Uber again, but they've got to keep. Admirable gets forced, and that's a rough break. Look like this spy came in and forced Admirable, and so. Speaking of advantage, it's going to belong to Sookie doing work now, as they're going to have. They're almost at 90% on their Uber.
Yeah, but to keep in mind, they have to do something with the Uber. Just having an Uber advantage in itself isn't enough. You have to actually gain the upper hand. So I'm going to watch the Tracker now, because I think he could potentially. Oh, drop the medic! Oh, that was so close!
Oh, wow, forced at least.
Yeah, getting early forced.
And the spy, look, the spy's going to come in and try to do something. 1 PT. It's away. Oh, but down goes the medic!
Tracker
Muffins went down to Tracker again! Tracker has got her number!
Yeah, and it seems like they're not able to pressure him as much as they like. Like, Limp is not giving him as a hard time as he should. He's not jumping in, but he is being protected by Beep, though, and that makes it really, really hard. So it seems that Stacked has changed up their strategy. Sniper on the side. Sniper battle, but Tracker has full overheal, and he can take a headshot, no problem.
GPS Tracker is second on the scoreboard for the Stacked team. This is his round, I would say.
Lazy Bear coming in, trying to get something done. Jumps away, gets headshotted. Tracker on fire. A lot of work here. Sookie doing work really needs to do something about that sniper.
Charging in, but they're already 4 down. Sookie on this push. They only have 5 players, and they're going for it.
Yeah, and it looks like Sookie doing work is going to be able to do some cleanup here. They did take out Admirable, only 4 up here. But they need to capture this point and establish like a strong forward position here if they want to take the C point fairly quickly. Nobody's capping the point, though.
Sorex did a fantastic job there, actually. Snuck in and got 1 pick before going down. I've got to hand it here to Sookie that they just bullied this B point, They did not have the numbers to do that, but they somehow managed to just look like they were strong, and Stacked backed out.
Watch the link cam, checking for sticky traps, and just to get some information for where players are. Often just shooting rockets will give you an indication of who's around, depending on who says ow.
Right. I feel like this one could go either way, GPS, and if we look here
now,
we've got...
Piddock survives.
Look at one PT... Oh, the spine went down, sorry. Oh no, he came in and actually picked out Quell, but that was probably not the pick he wanted.
Lazy Bear is putting the ×2 on the point. Doesn't get taken out.
Oh, and he got Muffins! One PT picked the medic! One PT, this spy, for Sookie doing work, picked out... Or sorry, for stacked.
Yep.
I'm just so excited at mixing up teams. But yeah, one PT, maybe not a great first half, but a really fantastic second half for the stack team. Was a little silent starting out.
Yeah, does
and yes,
harass
that
this
is
teleporter
Jack.
Though. Takes it out, and that's going to hurt the logistics for just a little bit here. Actually took out the entrance on the engineer. Actually has to go back and explain if he wants to build that. But do they want to do this? Slight uber advantage for Admirable right now. Muffins is going to have to build, and I really wish they would go for Sop here. Sookie going in. Oh, it's going to get the sap on the sentry. Teamwork taking it out.
Tracker does not stop. Tracker just picked out Quell, and he's going to pick out possibly Piddix or Muffins if they're not careful.
Well, he did get taken out by Nesh, so making sure that he is down. Go over to the Lazy Bear cam. I'm sure he is.
Tracker 20 points.
That is pretty good. Oh, but we have one PT here. Has not been noticed, and oh no, Lazy Bear runs into him, and what? Okay, I was gonna wonder if he's gonna be able to stay alive there, but Lim takes him out.
We do want to satisfy the chat who, yes, we are aware that one PT was Jack. We looked at the aliases, but we have Ubers here now. But thank you for clarifying it. And one PT is also 1 point. It's a self-deprecating name. The Uber for Stacked is up on C right now, and getting blasted off is Admirable, who almost craters and is going to go down. This could be the end of this round right here.
Yeah.
Only 2 up.
All by himself. He'll be able to do anything.
Why not going to get there in time? Yeah.
It's the longest round we've seen so far. This is looking pretty grim for
8:08.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
looking pretty grim for Sookie right now with the stack.
Well, not necessarily grim. You know what? I think that they're capable of it. I think that any team can hold for 8 minutes or more. We'll just have to see how this one goes. Certainly, Tracker has been doing fantastic.
Can we bring up the stats again, maybe? Perhaps?
Stats. Let's see here. I can't get there.
There we go. So Tracker here, 4,000 points, and Nia DeVita with 3,400. Yes, Tracker definitely doing a lot of work there. So I think we will see some action being taken by Sookie doing work to deal with this sniper, because you know in the first half he was constantly being shut down. Like he wasn't able to do his thing, and I mean if he does his thing, like your entire team dies is what happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say GPS. It was actually Nesh in the first half, the sniper for the Sookie team, who was doing a lot better, and now it's Trackers. So they've kind of switched. See the sticky little game here at the start.
Oh, he's actually gonna watch the sticky.
Still waiting. Oh, that spot. That's a nice spot.
Takes out.
That works.
But he suicided him in for a pyro, and not the best of choice here. A stack here has their demo and a heavy end.
I like that. I like that spot. Really using the geometry here a little bit.
New meta 2014.
So people are always trying new things on this map. It is very large, and there's a lot you can do. The A cap is going down. 3 on A. We've seen it twice already before, at least. Seen it a billion times if you watch comp a lot. Right away, Demo came in. He's still in there. Dr. Phil just behind the rock right now.
Headshot coming in. Tracker taking on Piddux. It's definitely a very nice pick there.
Both medics are still alive. And now we've got a heavy living on B who's going to go down in short order, taken out by Lazy Bear.
Tracker here, a bit exposed.
Both medics still alive.
Himself.
Are we going to see a medic drop, I'm wondering? No real pushes, though, yet. Both teams just kind of waiting.
Marble just very weak, though. Very low in health. Going to run back and get that. Both teams on full Uber. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing has really happened. However,
you know, with 6 minutes and 40 seconds, like it's a fair amount of time, but it's not forever. You don't want to wait for the rest of your life to push. You want to get going sooner rather than later.
So watching Jack right now. Or 1 PT. He's just waiting right now. This is the timing. Like, he's being very patient right now. And just waiting for a stack to come in here and do the pushing. Because he will be able to get a zap off if the Pyro isn't really watching, if the Pyro is occupied. So let's take a look here. It looks like just Stack, they are just biding their time right now. I want to get this positioning 100% right. Maybe get a pick or something. But Nesh here takes on Tracker once again, and that's going to like leave them to kind of re-strategize again, because I guess Tracker isn't allowed.
Spy spotted out.
Yeah, he got spotted, so that
Bad
all that
luck.
waiting was for nothing. That was really unfortunate. But we have, what do we call an engineer? He's inside around their base. Did he build something here? Yep.
Ninjaneer.
Ninjaneer. He put up a Ninja Mini 1 sentry. Level 1 mini sentry.
Mini 1.
Mini sentry, they don't have levels.
GBS, the thing that I like that you say is zap instead of sap. I always laugh.
Zap into the Z.
I like it. It's a GPS-ism. This might be Stack's push here, even though they are a little hurt. They're
Oh,
that was admirable!
That drop from Nesh!
Yeah! And so
Wow.
speaking of medic picks, now a force coming in onto Muffins, and we're going to see how this exchange goes down. The gun is sapped, and it's, gets the sapper off just barely.
Yeah, and
My
that
goodness.
headshot there was what determined that push to fail. Nesh here kind of helping the team the way he can. And is he going to get taken out by the engineer? Yep, no, actually by Sorex, actually. The scout was actually really far away. A scout snipe, if you will.
Control point is
And so Sorex now is on the point, and with 5 minutes left, it's really crunch time for Stack, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they dropped an Uber. That is really going to hurt them, because that, gives, the fair momentum of being headshotted by snipers. That's like a thing to take into consideration here. Tracker tries to get something done, but he's being really focused right now, and he's really weak, so he can't do this thing now. Let's see here, he's going to peek, and he needs to get the engineer or the medic, and gets the medic!
Wow! Are you kidding me?
And the engineer for good measure, so... but the Pyro's going to go and shut him down immediately, so that's all he gets. 2 points, that's a lot. The gun is still up, though, but they
have
no
to
medic.
act on this. You got to do something.
Yeah, you can go in for a
Yuppie actually
soft
jumped
push, and then on the rebound going with an Uber. But I guess Admirable just want to wait, and the longer you wait, the more you increase the chance of something going wrong. So Sniper is actually on the roof here. Nesh, Sniper on the roof, and oh, Will. Okay, Uber coming in.
Oh god, they have to get in. Now they can't cap the point while Ubered, but they can kill things while Ubered. And nice blast actually coming there as well from the Pyro Quell. This is breaking down. What's happening here for Stacked? That's Admirable down and Phil.
That was a really weird engagement with 2 versus 1 versus Sookie there on the side.
What's going on here? What happened there? 3 left
basically,
up.
you run so fast, you trip, and you face palm into the ground. That's essentially what happened. They were really eager, and they just didn't have the proper positioning. And look at this, the roof, the level 1 sentry is actually on the roof here. Is going to get taken out fairly quickly, though, by this demo man.
We have pub strategies going on here. It's a pub server. We're going to jump in and...
Dr. Phil craters in the ground, courtesy of a rescue ranger in the gut. And Stack still hasn't capped this, and they're just kind of, reinforcing themselves thin here.
They can't get in there. They can't get on the point. The roof is still taken over because that teleporter still got 2 people up there.
Now the roof will be on fire because the Pyro is there. But he did get taken out, so no more
Finally now this B-cap might go down.
Limper sacrificing himself to take down Tracker, which is a noble sacrifice indeed, but Admirable with that soon-to-be Uber is going to move up. And what kind of defense has Foxy set up? Going to go with the Gunslinger setup. Mobile,
they want to get right
agile.
away. They can possibly avoid this combo. The combo for Sookie is hanging up by 2 doors.
Oh!
Wow,
Scouts
real
are
close
Sorex leaving Muffins really weak. They're Uber coming
They're
in.
gonna pick the
Oh
medic.
no!
They're gonna pick the medic. They're gonna pick the medic. Pick Muffins. Muffins going down, and it's got to be right now, I think.
Yeah, they spent
This
a
has
lot of
to be
time
it.
and effort trying to get that medic, but there is presence from Sookie doing work here, so it's not over yet. The Pyro is up there, which is the most crucial class of pushing people off the
Spy's
point.
up there. Soldier's up there. Oh,
Pushes
throws
them off.
Demo comes.
And it looks like they're going to be holding. This Spy, though, could be pretty crucial. This is Jack coming up here. He's going to run straight into the Pyro. Gets taken out. And the Scouts here as well. Sorex takes him out.
Oh,
you need
he's up there
jumpers!
still.
They need
Is it gonna be
jumpers!
so-
Oh!
Oh,
He
he
burns to death!
Afterburn, no way. And so Sorex, victory was within his reach, and it burned. That was the end.
Alright, so it looks like Sookie didn't work. It's going to be... Oh no, the medic's on fire. Grabs a neatly placed sandwich, but are not in the best of positions here. Soldier coming in is going to try and bomb the medic. Does get taken out by Piddock's anti-aircraft gun.
Minute and 30s left. I feel bad for Sorex, you know, because you can't even have a proper funeral now because his body burned up, and that's just a sad thing.
Well, it's like in the bundle cremation right there for courtesy of Beep.
Spy came up. Nice job there by Jack.
Not Beep, sorry. It was, well, excuse me. Team's been switched, so.
Viewers are about equal, and it's a minute 10, and something is going to happen within the next minute, ladies and gents. It's going to be a hell of a finish here on this gravel pit map.
Yeah.
And both teams have Uber. It's going to be any moment.
Tracker just teleporting in. Canucks, bit weak. Runs into the
Coming
spy.
in through the far
Uber
side
popped.
door. Look at this Uber coming in. The spy, though, is right behind. Oh, he's going to maybe pick the demo out.
Nesh with the
Down
headshot on
goes
the fireball.
No heals for Stacked, and they have to make this their push without heals.
Uber
They
Sonic
have
not
3
gonna
on the
happen.
point.
Spies
Engineer
on the
coming
point.
up.
Those precious
Stacked is
seconds.
gonna pull this off. Oh my god! Stacked pulling off the victory with less than a minute to spare.
Yeah, that was
What
amazing.
an unbelievable finish!
Oh, I actually am curious about the stats for this last round here and see who did the most work here. So if you can bring that up, that'd be great.
Let's
so
see.
very well played there.
We got
Actually, a limp here, the soldier doing the most damage from Sookie doing work there and Tracker. Like he had 4,000, now he only had 2,000. Only like a scrubby. That little.
My goodness. I mean, I've got to hand it there to Stacked without their medic pulling it off. I mean, typically that's not what you see. It was a great defense up until that point by Sookie doing work.
Yep, so very well played by them. Definitely taking this, but it was really, really close there.
We call that a nail biter in North America. What would you call it in Norway?
I think a nail biter as well.
Oh, it's
All the
same
Norwegians
thing.
are like, nope, we don't say that because I'm actually
Yeah.
blanking on Ryan. So yeah, of course we call it a nail biter.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So that was it. Taking it to 3 rounds. Real fantastic job by Stacked. Maybe reinforcing the fact, reminding everyone that they were almost the champions last season.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot out of it. So of course, both teams not being able to practice as much as they'd like on these on this map, but definitely Stacked showing off that they're able to pull off some strat and some excellent teamwork here, and simply just a bit too much for Sookie doing work, but very well played by both teams.
Absolutely.
Any last words?
No last words. You know, come watch North American UGC later on this evening, and should be some good times there as well. Check it out in the TFTV little sidebar thing. And check us out next time on Blackout Gaming TV. I want to thank everyone for joining us here, and as always. And now we have stats. Things are getting real exciting here at Blackout Gaming TV, aren't they, GPS?
Oh yeah, getting them spreadsheets. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you later.